They told you it was chemistry. That electric pull, that impossible flutter in your chest, the way your thoughts obsessively return to one person's smile, laugh, or mere presence. They called it attraction, passion, a spark of life. And maybe, in some small way, it is. But Carl Jung would look past the illusion and tell you something far more unsettling. No, it's not chemistry. It's your shadow. Sexual desire is not simply a matter of affection or physical compatibility. It is a mirror held up to your unconscious. It is a stage where the hidden fragments of yourself, your unresolved conflicts, your denied instincts, perform without your permission. When your heart races uncontrollably around someone, when logic says danger but longing overpowers, it is often not love. It is projection. Jung theorized that every person carries an unconscious opposite within. The anima in men, the animus in women. These inner figures are not vague ideas or fanciful myths. They are emotionally charged entities, repositories of what has been repressed, rejected, or left undeveloped in the psyche. And when you encounter someone who embodies your inner figure, the effect can be electric. Your unconscious lights up, it whispers, "Here is what you have been missing. Here is what completes you." This is why intense attraction often defies reason. You might see warning signs, emotional unavailability, toxicity, manipulation, but the pull feels irresistible. You are not drawn to the person themselves. You are drawn to a reflection of a part of yourself you have yet to meet, a fragment you have long denied. Imagine this in a world where desire is weaponized, where people unconsciously or consciously mirror your deepest unmet needs. Men who have never integrated their anima may find themselves irresistibly compelled, not by love, but by a psychic echo of their own incompleteness. Women who learn the art of subtle reflection may become projections of the unconscious longings of men, eliciting surrender and obsession. It is not love. It is a replay of an unfinished story. Jung warned that the meeting of two personalities is like the interaction of chemical substances. If there is a reaction, transformation occurs. But in the realm of shadow-driven sexual attraction, this transformation can be destructive. It can become obsessive, compulsive, a psychic vortex where desire overrides reason, leaving the individual diminished, reduced to nothing more than the echo of their own longing. This pattern reveals the darkest corners of attraction. You are not always pulled toward what is healthy for you. You are drawn to what mirrors your inner wounds. A man neglected emotionally in childhood may find himself enthralled by a woman who is cold, withholding, or emotionally elusive. He is not seeking her. He is attempting to rewrite history to resolve a battle lost long ago. Likewise, women may find themselves captivated by men who echo the unresolved patterns of their early relationships, seeking validation, safety, or recognition that was denied. The dynamics of desire can be a trap. It can masquerade as passion, as love, but underneath lies a silent, unconscious drive, the need to resolve, to complete, to heal what was never made whole. Jung did not articulate this to terrify us. He sought to illuminate the hidden mechanics of attraction, to ask the question we rarely pose. Who does my soul reach for when my mind is asleep? And why? Until this question is confronted, the cycle repeats. The same patterns, the same type of people, the same heartbreaks recur. Fate is often an illusion. The shadow is the true puppeteer. And sometimes the person you crave most is not meant to complete you. They are meant to teach you, to confront you with the parts of yourself still in shadow. Sexual attraction can be sacred, yes, but only when approached with awareness. When desire arises, it is vital to ask, am I responding to wholeness or to lack? Am I seeing this person, or the echo of my own wounds? Without this clarity, the cycle continues. Now here is a truth few can bear. The most powerful relationships are those that challenge you to face yourself, to integrate the shadow you have avoided. Desire is not a straightforward signal of compatibility. It is often a map, pointing to the unhealed, the unacknowledged, the unconscious drives within. You might think you are in control, choosing whom to pursue, whom to love, but when the unconscious orchestrates desire, choice is illusory. A man may repeatedly fall for women who echo maternal absence or past neglect. A woman may chase men who reflect paternal distance or early abandonment, not because these people are inherently right or wrong, but because they reflect a story that has yet to be completed. Here is the subtle, almost invisible lesson. You do not attract people. You attract unresolved emotion. Your psyche seeks the familiar echoes of your wounds, and until those wounds are addressed, your love life becomes a battlefield of repetition. Now, subtle CTAs for engagement. Pause for a moment. Reflect on your patterns. Are you pursuing someone because of who they are, or because they awaken something unfinished in you? Comment below with one realization from your own experiences. Share this insight with someone who needs to confront their shadow and desire. And remember, understanding your shadow is not fear. It is liberation. As we move deeper into understanding the unconscious roots of desire, a sobering truth emerges. The people you are most drawn to may not be the ones who bring you joy. They are the ones who illuminate your unhealed wounds. Attraction, when filtered through the shadow, is rarely innocent. It is a psychic force designed to replay old narratives until you become aware of them. Consider the man who continuously falls for women who withhold affection, who push him away just as intimacy arrives. He interprets the push and pull as excitement, passion, or chemistry. But in reality, he is chasing an echo of past neglect, a shadowed pattern rooted in childhood experiences. Each emotional rejection is a trigger, each fleeting connection a rehearsal for unresolved pain. The pattern is not love. It is repetition compulsion, a cycle Jung described as the unconscious mind's attempt to make the unacknowledged conscious. Women, too, are not immune. Those repeatedly attracted to emotionally unavailable men often find themselves caught in the same invisible loop. Each cold glance, each withdrawal, echoes a formative experience of being unseen, unvalued, or abandoned. The unconscious mind interprets these familiar wounds as opportunities for mastery or completion, driving the attraction. Here again, chemistry is a lie. Desire becomes a mirror of the psyche, a battlefield where old dramas play out. Understanding this requires vigilance. Desire alone is not a guide to wholeness. It is a signal, a clue pointing toward what remains unintegrated within. Jung's concept of individuation, the process of embracing and integrating the shadow, the anima or animus, and the rejected parts of the self, offers a path forward. True love arises not from chasing projections, but from encountering others with conscious awareness. Only then does sexual attraction shift from chaos to clarity, from repetition to authentic connection. The transformation is subtle yet profound. When a man integrates his anima, he no longer confuses desire with addiction. When a woman embraces her animus, she no longer seeks validation through projection. Relationships cease to be traps, and intimacy ceases to be a performance. Instead, desire becomes a reflection of wholeness, attraction becomes conscious choice, and love becomes a partnership rather than a battlefield. This is not a theoretical exercise. It is practical, and it can be applied in daily life. Ask yourself, why do I feel drawn to this person? Does their presence awaken safety or unrest? Am I seeking healing or projection? Reflection is key. Desire is powerful, but awareness transforms its energy into growth rather than repetition. Let's pause here for a profound insight. Your most intense attractions are invitations. They are calls to confront the parts of yourself still hidden, denied, or wounded. The people who stir obsession, frustration, or confusion are teachers, not enemies. They hold up the mirror your unconscious has been avoiding. And when you answer that call consciously, the energy of sexual attraction can become sacred, a bridge to integration, authenticity, and real intimacy. Remember, the shadow is not the enemy. It is a guide, a signal that your psyche is incomplete, and until you heed it, patterns will repeat. Each magnetic, compulsive encounter is an opportunity to recognize your projections, to reclaim autonomy over your desires, and to consciously choose partners who reflect your wholeness rather than your wounds. Here is the ultimate truth Jung offers. You do not attract who you think you want. You attract who you are. Desire, when unexamined, leads to repetition, chaos, and heartbreak. Desire, when conscious, leads to growth, integration, and genuine love. This is why self-awareness is not optional. It is essential. So, take a moment now. Look at your past patterns. The people you have been irresistibly drawn to. What do they reveal about your unconscious? Which parts of yourself are still seeking recognition, completion, or healing? Awareness is the first step toward liberation. If this video opened your eyes to patterns in your relationships, take action. Hit the like button to support this kind of content, and comment below with your biggest realization. Share your insight or experience with projection and attraction. Your reflection might help someone else awaken to their shadow. Your journey toward conscious love begins when you stop chasing shadows and start integrating yourself. Understand your desires. Face your wounds. Choose consciously. Only then does attraction become a teacher, not a trap, a mirror, not a cage, and love, not addiction.